It looks like Beyonce and Jay Z's relationship is a huge lie because several people are now coming out to expose the messy truths of their marriage and how Jay Z is so obsessed with controlling Beyonce that he got her hooked on drugs. Y'all better hold on because this drama is just insane. Okay, so not one but two people came forward to accuse Beyonce of being addicted to drugs, and this immediately sent my life and the internet into a meltdown because people were losing their minds over this. The first person who exposed her was a man who claimed to be her former bodyguard, and he had a lot to say about Beyonce and her relationship with Jay Z. He started off by claiming that their marriage was not a love match, but a business transaction.
Your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there.
This isn't exactly shocking news because there have been speculations for years about how Beyonce and Jay Z are both trapped in a marriage because of their public image and how they never even loved each other to start with. There has been a lot of talk over the years about how obvious it is that the only reason that they got married was that they both wanted to be Hollywood's most powerful couple, and they ended up achieving just that. They have all the money, connections, and power they need, but a lot of people agree that there isn't love in their marriage. So the bodyguard was kind of on the mark with that statement. But that wasn't all the tea that he had to spill, because he then went ahead to claim that Beyonce is addicted to drugs, but had managed to keep it a secret.
Hardly nobody knows. But I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time. And you keep her that way.
Okay, this is a serious claim because accusations of addiction are not something to joke with. But then again, this is Hollywood, and we all know that all sorts of weird and twisted things go down in the industry. It is common knowledge that there is a drug problem that is everywhere in Hollywood, and many celebrities secretly do drugs. And it's not until something bad happens that we find out. Of course, they usually go above and beyond to keep this a secret because that's not the type of thing that they want their fans to know about them, since they have to keep up their image. And I'm pretty sure we've all heard the stories of what goes down in Hollywood parties when singers are on tour. Now, I'm not saying that Beyonce is hooked on drugs because I really don't know, and I'm not trying to get in trouble. But what I'm saying is that in Hollywood, the drug problem is rampant, and there are a lot of celebs who secretly do it. Another interesting thing is that the bodyguard claimed that Jay Z is the one who keeps Beyonce on drugs to control her. We all know that Jay Z has been pretty open about his past as a drug dealer, but we didn't expect this. Interestingly, I did a little digging on social media and realized that there have been so many comments over the years from concerned fans about how Beyonce looks like she's on drugs. So it's not like the bodyguard is saying something that a lot of people haven't been wondering about for years. He has received a lot of support from people who believe that his claims about Beyonce and Jay Z are true. There were so many comments saying things like, "I can never understand why people think that these celebrities are not people just like everyone else. None of the allegations that are being stated is a surprise to me, especially about the marriage and drugs. Beyonce stated it in her songs. People tend to forget people in positions that he allegedly held are close to them and see all the dirty dealings. And I am a fan of Beyonce and Jay Z, and I totally believe him. You don't be that high in power and not have skeletons in your closet. And remember when B was at the game with Jay Z? She definitely looked like she was on something. I loved him, but I believe him 100%. But we can trust the Beehive to protect their queen at all costs." And that's what they did, because they came for him saying, "LOL, that sounds like dude just a bitter conspiracy theorist." And every time an artist hire people or anyone loses their job in the industry, they blame Beyonce and Jay Z. Tory Lanez's father and that missing hairline. Jaguar Wright and her mid-singing former plus-size bodyguard. When are y'all going to take accountability as adults for failing? Whew, they went in. And speaking of Jaguar Wright, she has also come out to say the same thing as the bodyguard. The bodyguard statement already had the internet in a twist, but Jaguar Wright caused a complete meltdown when she sat down for yet another interview and exposed Jay Z for controlling Beyonce, pretty much confirming what the bodyguard said. One thing about Jaguar is that she's always going to send the internet into chaos with the things that she says about some of the biggest celebs in the industry. She somehow has tea on a lot of people, and she never holds back. She has exposed a lot of celebrities, and even though some of them threaten legal action or to have her committed into a psych ward, nobody has ever sued her or brought any sort of action against her. So that's why people believe that the tea that she be spilling is legit. I mean, celebs sue people for all sorts of stuff, and Jaguar has stepped on a lot of toes with the things that she has to say, and she has said a lot of wild things. So if she was lying, I think at least one person would have sent a cease and desist at the very least. But anywho, back to the hot tea that she spilled about Beyonce. She started straight extra wrong by claiming that Jay Z is a monster who keeps Beyonce drugged up so that she can remain under his control.
He's a monster. And I've known he's a monster for years. Mm-hmm. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in the character.
No, girl.
Again, this lines up with the bodyguard's claims, but then Jaguar went further and claimed that Beyonce was a prisoner to Jay Z and that he has her trapped in the marriage.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
The Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
If Beyonce is in prison, she's in one of the most expensive prisons ever.
Yes, she is. And she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way. People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say. She is told what to eat. She is told what to drink. She is told what to wear.
By whom?
She is not her husband's wife. She is his employee. It's a business arrangement. She was a dowry.
Okay, this is a lot to unpack, but again, this is something that people have been talking about for years. Right from the time Beyonce and Jay Z started dating, fans started accusing Jay Z of grooming Beyonce because of their massive age difference. Not only is there a 12-year age difference between them, but they also started dating when Beyonce was a teenager and Jay Z was already in his 30s. But even though they didn't get married until Beyonce was 27, they have been together her entire adult life. And what this means is that Jay Z is the only man that Beyonce has ever really been with. It gets even weirder when we realize that Beyonce never really dated a lot as a teenager because she was focusing on trying to build her career. So we can say that Jay Z was her first and only serious relationship. This makes the accusations even more concerning, and that's why people believe Jaguar when she said that Jay Z treats Beyonce badly. He had way more life and career experience than Beyonce did when they started dating. So there was already a power imbalance in the relationship from the very start. Then there's also his suspicious song lyrics where he hints at treating Beyonce badly. For example, in his song 444, he said, "Don't embarrass me, instead be mine. That was very proposal for us to go steady. I seen the innocence leave your eyes. I still mourn its death, and I apologize to all the women whom I toyed with your emotions, cause I was emotionless. And because I fall short of what I say I'm all about, your eyes leave the soul that your body once housed." So from his own confessions, Jay Z doesn't exactly treat Beyonce like the queen the rest of the world sees her as. And if Jaguar is to be believed, he treats her like a prisoner and controls every single thing that she does. Someone commented, "Beyonce is codependent. They seem okay, but deep down they are empty. And whatever they do, they strive to do it best to fill the void. And to whoever they are attached to, they cannot let go no matter what. They always find ways to adjust their lifestyle to accommodate the abuser. They just cannot stand alone. The picture has to just be perfect, even though full of cracks." And another person said, "I can't wait for Beyonce's book to come out. Beyonce's been strange since she got with Jay. She used to smile, give interviews, etc. But now she just looks empty. That's why she has a hard time acting. You have to have depth and emotion to act, not be blank." But then a lot of people are convinced that Beyonce is not so innocent because she and Jay Z are in it together. Beyonce knows what she got into. I remember one of the first interviews on MTV, I believe, that look she gave when she said, "I cannot afford to have that stardom taken away from me." It was the stare for me. And don't agree, I know for sure Beyonce is not an innocent. She is a willing vessel. So if Jaguar and the bodyguard are to be believed, Beyonce's marriage is nothing but an expensive lie. But do you guys believe the stories, or do you think they're just trying to start drama? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below because this is a hot one. And ooh, if you think this is messy, please check out this next video because hunty, you are about to lose your mind. It's your girl Kiki with the hottest tea. Peace.